So it's the final day in Berlin. We're sitting here with Manuel, better known as Grubby from Four Kings. Manuel, first of all, we still say congratulations to third place at this year's NGL ONE finals. Apparently it's like Four Kings is not winning too many tournaments in Warcraft lately. That's what the community thinks, but I guess that's kind of wrong. If you look at the overall results, the Four Kings players are always on top. So is a third place at this tournament rather disappointing, or do you think it's just normal not to finish always first or second?
Yeah, of course, as you said, it's normal not to always finish first or second. I believe we had a good chance to get into top 2. If you look at the clan war, especially the second clan war against World Elite, it was 4-3 and many of the matches were amazingly close. Best of 1 matches. You know, sometimes the positions on the map is different. The fountain of the Nullwood can be different. Third place. Of course, anyone wants to win, but you can't play with the expectation of always winning, because if everyone did that, the majority of people would be extremely disappointed. It's not too bad, but we have done better in the past. Although it seems we never really came to terms with the NGL system that well yet.
So you say the NGL system has its own impact on the outcome of a tournament like this?
Yeah, I think that's definitely true. I think the teams that are dominant in WC3L does not have to be dominant in NGL and vice versa.
Coming to WC3L, I think one of your next opponents is going to be our team, SK Gaming. A lot of people thought that with removing Zakard and Sweet from our roster, we would lose a lot and would not have a chance on playing finals like NGL ONE or WC3L. Right now it looks a bit different. The team seems to have found its strength. And what do you expect in the next clan war you might face SK? Is it like, by any chance, you would underestimate this team, or is it like, no, we never thought the way the community dissed this team?
It's definitely true that we don't think like the community thinks at all. The opinion of the community, although I respect their opinion, but I don't have to listen to it or agree with them. We often have very different idea about things. For example, I think Sweet and Zakard are great players, but their leaving hasn't really left SK weak at all. They got some German players right now which get the opportunity to play. And the thing about German players is they got EPS, so they're good all year around. They're always looking for practice, and Mew is very strong. I think he took almost all the points he got so far, beating Shy 2-0. The new team, Xlord and Deadman, seems surprisingly effective. You've got Hot, who came hot off of a fresh tournament victory. Underestimation will not be any part of our thoughts.
You've been around in the esports scene for quite a long time now. You've seen many different countries. What was the best experience for you so far in your career?
It depends what kind of experience you're talking about, like conditions-wise, or what was the most memorable or most fun.
Let's say, which part of your career, or which stage of your career, local meaning, had the most impact on you as a person to grow?
Well, that's rather easy to answer. It would be WCG Singapore, because of course we are devoting a lot of our time here to our professional business, the job, the hobby, the game. But at WCG Singapore I met my girlfriend-to-be, who I got to know very well later. And if I hadn't met her there, then probably we wouldn't have gotten together. So that was very decisive, very important for me. To keep it close to the game, I would say the first time for most people in basically anything is usually the most special thing. As such, ESWC 2003 for me was very memorable in terms of the tournament. The first time, you know, you're new to everything, you don't know anyone, and the tournament I think was great.
You brought it up yourself. I wouldn't have asked myself. Girlfriend. A lot of people talk to you about it, they have a lot of questions about it. I'll just have one. Does it bother you that people always refer to this in an interview?
No,
Good.
it doesn't bother me.
Coming back to something else you just said, ESWC 2003. Somehow at that point you ended, let's say, a Warcraft 3 Legacy with He-Man being on top, with Mad Frog being on top, with those players. They kind of retired back then, and it was the time for you and Todd that followed. Do you think right now there might be another switch? Do you think that you and Todd are on top of your game, or have been on top of your game, and other players might be able to take over from you?
I think there's always room for new blood, but the reason that He-Man and Mad Frog left was not because they couldn't pull their weight anymore, because they weren't strong enough or anymore, were being pushed off. The reason they stopped is because they wanted to stop. What I wonder is, do they miss the game right now? I'm not sure, but their reason to quit was a conscious one and not based on their playing weakness. Todd and me don't. I can mostly speak for myself, but I think Todd too. We don't really intend on quitting, so we're not going to be pushed off.
So we'll see you around for
Definitely.
a long, long time.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's about it. Thanks for the time, and now we would love to see you back in the finals room to see some of the matches.
Okay.
Cheers.
Thanks.